Alrighty folks, welcome back to Ligo. Apparently we're asleep here and we have to tap a few times to wake up. Where am I? I did teleport to the second place, right? Do you have to teleport between places or can you walk between them as well? That's something I don't know for sure yet. Okay, so we teleported there and then I guess we went up this way and we skipped out a load of puzzles on the way for whatever reason. Let's have a look at this one. Secured drop. Gosh, there's 4 of us. This looks like it's gonna be mathsy. There's like 4 of us, and they're each on different levels, and they can only move so much left and so much right. So I'm gonna have to like add up, and they're all like slightly offset from each other as well. They're actually all in different columns. There's gonna be something going on with the like mathsiness of this, and they can drop off as well. Okay, and there's a little fellow over there as well. So there's 5 of us, and little fellow over there is going to be squishing the squid. I now know that they're squids, not jellyfish. I mean, either way, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't look like a squid either. Why has it got little red shoes on? I suppose squid makes a little bit more sense to me, because like jellyfish are a bit more wavy and kind of like, yeah. Sure. Whereas squids are a bit more, yeah, they're a bit more like that. It looks more like a mushroom with red shoes on. That's what I would call it. But apparently it's a squid. Okay. Are those the eyes, like the little red lines above the shoes? Is it like asleep? It just kind of looks kind of cute, and I'm squashing it, and I feel bad for doing that. Anyway, okay, so are we like passing this down between them or something? I could land on your head. So it's got to get across to you. Let's do some drawing. Let me bring up my... Where is it? Here it is. Okay. So, this is a big gap, I notice. The block has got to somehow get across it, assuming it's getting to you. I don't know whether they're getting to you as well, or just the block is getting to you. You're all the way down here, and I don't think there's any way for you to go up. I think there's only like downwards movement happening, right? Except for the fact I guess we could stack 3 on top of each other, and they could start climbing. If that's what we want. I don't know if that's what we want. Like maybe it's a case of like, we do just form a stack down here, holding a block, and we like pass it up to you, or something like that. Or like we go there, we drop it in this space, and then you pick it up, and then you go squish that. Although, it's got to be on the right hand side of you as well. That is interesting. That's very interesting actually. How does it get to the other side of you? Because you can't climb over it. There's nothing to climb on. Ooh. What if I've got this all wrong? What if they're going upwards? Like, because we could stack. We could stack 3 and then you could climb up and then you could climb up there as well. Potentially stack again. But if we did that, we wouldn't get across here. So no, the block has to kind of like get to this level and go that way somehow. And over you is the problem. Oh, that's not true. That's not true. I can be holding it leftwards. And then walk out here, and then dudes here, blocks here, and that would crush it. That's how that works out, yes. Okay, so no, I think it's just drop the block here. Now let's start like moving about, seeing like what the constraints are for doing that. I guess I do need a stack, and it would be a stack of 4. So maybe, yeah, maybe the goal is simply to get these all on top of each other while taking the thing down. If I do this, I'm going to... Okay, so we can like offset things as well by doing this kind of thing. Although, why would I want to be more offset that way? I don't really know. Oh, they can pass to each other. Okay. So nobody's in line with each other. Like, do we want to align them up with each other? Okay, they're in line with each other. Wait, how are they in line with each other? When did that happen? Were they... No, they didn't begin in line with each other. Oh yeah, because I did put you down there. Yeah, of course. Maybe we want to like align them all first? I'm not sure I can. No, I'm not sure I can. Oh, gosh. Okay, so let's line them up again. Do what we did. Oh, let's pass between you two. You go there. And then we could align here as well. Okay. Don't love that it's being held by you, though. And we could easily do this. Well, this is going somewhere, except it's just not high enough. Is it... Maybe it's true that, like, I never actually want you to be holding on to it? Like, if we always keep you holding on to it, maybe that works out better. I can then... I can drop it on your head. Pick it up again. And then we have a problem. Or do we? Yeah, we do. Although, maybe that ends up working out. I'm sort of not thinking about the one on the right. But that's maybe okay. Ooh, it's not, because you're going to walk off now. Okay, can I avoid that somehow? Can I get those two closer together? There's like, I was playing another game. Oh, it was Bond. I was playing Bond where there was like a puzzle. Again, it was like a simultaneous movement puzzle where I had to like make sure I wasn't like pulling things too far apart, because then one of the things that's moving would be like would end up falling off a ledge. And this is giving me those kind of vibes. So I can get you on your head, but then all those two, like those. Okay, so the problem here, let me point, is that you and you are such a distance apart that for you to even start going down, that's going to fall off there. And I can't bring them back together because I could only do that on this thing. So those are already too far apart. I think that is just true. Okay, so at what point did they become far apart? When I was doing this. Yeah, okay. Is it definitely not okay for me to do that? I don't know if it's definitely not okay. It feels not great, right? I guess I can climb and then... No, it feels not great. Although... What if we like... Oh, I can't drop down without you falling. I guess... I can climb... Is it like somehow possible to get this back up? My feeling is probably no. I think that is probably part of the puzzle, is like figuring out how to do this without ever lowering it down. But I can't... I mean, I can't see a way it could happen. Like lifting that up while my creatures are further down. What are they? Are they called Ligos? What does Ligo mean? I can't think of a way to make it happen. I think you need to hold on to it still. But I don't love that you're holding it on that side then. That feels bad. Okay. Well, can we swap these two over? No. Because like you're holding it on that side, which is cool. I guess you could fall down already. Like you could be the one to go down there, and then you could be the top one. Interesting. Okay. Can I get these two aligned? Actually, I don't think that's possible. It is not possible, okay? I think. So maybe it's not that. I think the reason this vine here, or this ivy, whatever it is, has a gap to the right of it, like this space being empty, is so that this little fellow can grab a block that's here. That is why that exists. Like the one further down doesn't have that. Although we could do a very similar thing, I guess. Like, like if that block were on the left of them, which it isn't going to be unless I can... Oh gosh. Do they only join when they're facing each other or something? Yeah, that's interesting. They only join when they're facing each other. Curious. Like I did notice that they don't always join. I thought it was like more of a like another turn has to happen for that to register, but no, it's because they weren't looking at each other. Okay, back to the beginning. Is it possible that I'm no? Okay, I was gonna say, is it possible that I'm like putting one of them here to like realign you with respect to you or something, or with respect to you like earlier than you'd expect? But I don't think it's possible for you to get there without other stuff going wrong. So I think other stuff is happening first. Okay, and we can offset from you a little bit if we want to. Do we want to? And I can stack those. And I can... How did I get this on your head? Oh yeah, by doing this. Okay. Okay, and what's wrong with this? What's wrong with that is that then I cannot get you... Well, maybe I can. Is there some way to get you on there? Yeah, easily. Okay, so hold on. Maybe I'm closer than I thought. Like that. Oh, no, you've fallen off. Was that the problem? That may have been the problem. I can bring you back this way, but I can never like offset them relative to each other. That is the problem. Yes, the problem is that during this transition, those two get too far apart from each other. Oh, this is interesting. It's still too far though, because of that platform extending one further to the right. I could do it here. But then they're too far away from each other, right? Yep. Yep. Okay. Well, if we go down like this, and then... It's just on the wrong side. There you go, just take it off me. Okay, so there's some way to hold it on that side. There is some way. What if we don't ever offset? Like, what if we start like this? That's interesting, actually. We might be closer together right now. So we're gonna like send you two down. I'd have to do this. Like, what's the distance right now? Is that better? That is not better. It's exactly the same. Is there some way to offset leftwards with this dude? The dude that's on top holding the block. There is no way to do that. What if the dude that's on the platform over there ends up being part of this stack? I don't think that's possible either. Well, actually, I don't actually believe that. That is actually kind of interesting. What if you stay up there? Oh no, you were already down there. Okay. This is definitely the kind of game where it'll be quite hard to tell what I'm even saying. Because there's like 5 things on the screen that I could be referring to. So I apologize if it's confusing about like what I'm even doing, what my logic is. What was I thinking of doing? I was wanting to send... No, I don't want to join those together. Okay. I want to send them down. No. Okay, back to the beginning. How does one do this? There's no like dropping things down this direction, because things would have to stick out horizontally and we don't want that. That's bad. That's also bad. That's a little bit of offsetting. These two are lined on top of each other. Where? Now what? Huh. I haven't figured out a good way of understanding what this wants from me. Except the fact that that gap's there. That gap that I was referring to earlier. This one. For picking things up on the right. But doesn't that just inherently mean that we're too far offset from each other? Is there any way I can get... Like, I can't... The one on the right I can't really offset in any interesting way. And this is identical, right? Like, that's too far over. Yep. Do I need to start breaking down, like, why that is? Like, why is that identical? For reasons. For reasons that are hard to understand. Although, I guess if I started drawing stuff, I could probably figure it out. Maybe. Yeah, you're just too far to the left. I mean, I guess you could drop... Oh, that's maybe all I need. Okay, hold on. I might be more done than I thought. Like, I don't think we actually need a stack of 4. Although... So I just leave that there. And then get these on top of each other. There we go. Oh, maybe? No, because they need to drop it there. Because they can't, like, stop here. While the other one can... Like, the stack of 3... can't remain in this position while this one comes back to the left. They do need to drop it up there. It needs to be all 4 of them. Okay. Oh dear. Like, I can bring you closer, but it doesn't matter. Like, once they've gone to the right, that will be further over there. Whoa. Nope. Well, we have to bring it down with us. We gotta offset a bit, at least a little bit. What's the distance at this point? Okay, so what is the initial... Let's do some of the maths. The initial distance between you and you is... I think we've got that initial distance, right? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Oh gosh, this is making me think it's like a block, but it's not. Hold on, let's do it another way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's check that that is the same as the like initial 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. Now the problem is we want you to be on top of these folks. As long as, okay, so as long as you're on there, as long as these folks are here, we can bring you to here, and then these can step to the right without you falling off. That's definitely true. It's easily true. So, the problem is we want to be able to get you on top of them without you falling off there. So the distance between there and there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's a distance of 12. So as long as we don't offset by 3, we're fine. 2 offsets only. 2 offsets only. And why is that a problem? So let's just do what I've been doing a lot. Like this kind of thing. Those 2 go down there. We still haven't offset at all. Well, that's 1 on top of you. 2, 3. That's why. That is 3. Okay. However, if I'm going to get to the right-hand side of that block, that's kind of got to happen, hasn't it? Okay, if we don't offset at all... I mean, that was not offsetting at all. If I'm getting to the... Well, technically, if I could drop and then just do 2 shifts, we'd be good. But that means those have to be closer together. I guess you already are close together. So can I somehow offset this third one, this one, to the right, so that these two are already able to fall on top of each other? I don't think I can, is the problem there. Because in order to do that kind of offset at all, you have to get onto that vine, and then you've fallen. Unless we do that, but then the offset's begun. Oh, and then you've fallen off. Ah. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. That counts as a... doesn't count as a 1 shift. So hold on, those are close together. But they're too far away from me. Yes, okay, I don't want them further away. I want this one to the right, ideally, relative to these two, which can only happen if you can get onto this vine and we push leftwards, but then these two fall off. Is it possible to do this and then undo that shift? Because that's not a bad shift exactly, except you're going to fall off. Again, there's the question of like, maybe they swap around in some way. Like maybe those two go on top of each other and then... Can we get those two on top of each other? That's like worse. Oh, you could go down though and do this. Does this do it in some way? How far away are these? Oh, that's fine. Okay. Okay. Oh, no, it's not fine. Oh, it is fine, because I just bring them close together. Okay, I had to swap over who was going to be on the top. I just basically couldn't do it with the topmost one on the top. Alright. Whew, we got there eventually. Something going on down here, although I can't really go anywhere. Although, here we go. Little by little. Okay, I see the squid. We could be squashing it rightwards or downwards. Maybe rightwards. I see this weird structure with the vines here. It's like allows us to do like a bit of zigzagging upwards at a certain point. There's 3 of us and there's a block there. Yeah, I'm not certain exactly how we're squashing the squid right now. Now, the other thing is I can't move left. So clearly, I mean, we can't move twice to the right. So you have to be going up. And if you don't go all the way up further, then you're falling off to the left at some point, regardless. So you have to be going up here. And then we have to be getting you on here. We could do... Is it possible we're actually sending you rightwards? We can offset a little bit. But you're still gonna, like, die. Not necessarily. We could do that, for example. Although I see the problem there. Okay. We could go all the way up and then do... Well, that joins you again. So I think for whatever reason that I haven't fully understood yet... I guess what do we want over here? Like, clearly this is, like, designed so that only individuals can go through. But then don't we only need 2 here? Because like one could go down here, one could stand on the top, they join together, we go upwards, you'd be able to grab this. Ooh, and then we want to drop. We want that to somehow come down with us. We'd have to drop it? Yeah, or it'd have to be on top of our heads or something. I don't think if it's just on top of our heads we can just like squat. Like if we had like a stack of dudes here with a block, I don't think I think it would just push the block off, right? Not certain. There's a little bit of like, in the rules of this game, a bit of a, like some of the rules are not necessarily that intuitive because they're kind of like almost a bit physicsy, and you're like, well, I mean, I don't know how the physics is going to behave here. What did I do for those two? Because it was a good start. So basically, lifted you up, and then offset you, and then that one can climb up without problems. We can sort of do that again. There's clearly a reason for that one underneath. Maybe we don't want them to be offset. Maybe we do this, and then you climb up, and then you go there or something. Like that? That's kind of interesting. And they're all up there. Okay, you two go. Okay, that seems like a pretty good start. You go down. You go up. Do we want somebody down there to catch this? Like, let's just see how this behaves. If I like, if I do this, I can't squish them myself like that, and myself, sure. I think the block has to be involved. Is that true? I don't know if that's true. What happens if I have just two dudes on top of a squid? Does that squash them? But that's clearly not the right thing to do with the block. I think we want like two to go down and then to catch. That doesn't make sense. Maybe one goes down? Maybe we do that? Oh. We've got to grab that block at some point, clearly. We can drop it on your head. I can't squish you like that. I guess. Ooh, can we come down, pick it up, and then do this? Yay! Okay. Neat. Where do I go? Up this way. There's another squid there. That's the level we did already. How do we get to other places? There's like another puzzle down there. We must have to clamber over here somehow. I guess there's a puzzle here. Are we gonna do it now? It's kind of scary, but let's see what happens. Step across. Okay, it's quite small. Doesn't mean it's easy. Step across. So we've got to lift this up in some way. Easy. Wait, hold on. We're gonna join. That's the problem there. Okay. If we were like the other way around in some way. Easy peasy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay. There's another one there. I'm not going to start another one now because that would be risky, I think. Would it? No, let's do it. Oh gosh, there's three of us. Climb over. Just squish him. Just get heavier. Interesting. If I could just turn around there without them walking away, I'd be able to pick up that thing and then squash. Clearly that's not the thing then. Do we want to, like... So they can climb off the things, but they can't basically turn back and grab them. That seems to be the fundamental problem. Like, if we do that, if that falls down, do we just, like, have other fundamental problems? Is it, like, the case that nothing's ever going up? That's not necessarily true. Obviously, this isn't a good situation. But I'm a very tall boy right now. Which is great. I've made a mistake by starting this one. I know I have. I mean, is it even necessary a problem for that to happen? I don't know. That's not a good idea. Currently just experimenting, seeing what's like possible. Hey. Backing away from me. And then we join. Okay. I'm trying to like see, there's gonna be some pattern in this that's interesting. I can go over there, but then I can't get these back together. But maybe like that's the beginning of something. Maybe you like restack in another direction or something weird like that. It's kind of hard to get these back together though, isn't it? It's pretty hard to get those back together. It's interesting that you can go all the way out that way as well. Don't forget that we also have the ability to like to I guess like grab and then like climb over the thing and grab it from the other side, sort of. Except that they're pushing it, which is slightly annoying. Can we climb on top of you now? Yes. There's the question, I'm still just experimenting. There's the question then of like, what do I do once I get up here? Because the other one's not coming. Something like that, some kind of structure where like maybe they haven't joined together and they're all stacked on top of each other like this. And then we could keep backing up without joining. That feels pretty good. Can we aim for that? It would be a cool way to end the puzzle at least. The problem is, if we do that, it's like hard to get them to grab the thing. If one of them falls down, that's not necessarily a problem. Now, how do I avoid those two sticking together? I need to offset them in some way. I mean, maybe we do this. Interesting, hold on. Because then they're separate from each other. Can I... But then I can't bring them back together very easily, can I? Can I? Maybe I can. This is interesting. This is like going somewhere. Is it? Oh my gosh. What is happening right now? That's why that bit is there, to allow this kind of movement to happen. There's a lot of like restructuring you can do. What is this? I want them to go... I want to offset somehow. Without them joining together. Okay, so the current positions are a bit not great. Can I can go left and then right and then go down. But if I go left, you turn around. So that is a problem there. Not so much a problem now, though. Okay, so those two are on top of each other in a way that I like. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Ah. I'm probably doing this in such a messy way, but it may or may not be roughly like a good thing. Well, if only those were both holding it. Can I get them to both toggle out of this? Maybe if I like go back to when you were not next to that block, do that, go down. There we go. Now they're both holding it. Now can we get them all like arranged nicely? Oh, I would like to not do that. Oh, this is like close to something, maybe. Rearrange somehow. That did nothing at all. Okay, that's some kind of rearrangement. Okay, this is maybe a positive thing. Okay, like that's good? Ish? Ah, that's not good. They need to be stacked the other way around. Can I guess I can like do this kind of thing. Oh, that's just restacking like that though. We could do this. We could do this. Nope. We'd have to separate even more. Is that a problem? Yes. Maybe. Definitely just feeling my way forwards here. Hopefully it might lead somewhere. We could also draw... no. We've got these in like a nice arrangement. Let's stick with that in some way, if we can. That's not a good arrangement. Or is that... maybe that's... no, that's not fine. How do I get out of this? They're like backwards from how I want them to be. Is it possible? I guess we could do... no, because then they join. Is it possible? I cannot see very easily whether it's possible or not. Having them separated is good. But then they have to be separated quite far to do anything. That's bad. They have to be separated like that far, and then I think we definitely have problems. Except, no, we do. So you can go on there, we could bring them close together like that. Then you go up. And then you get on there. That doesn't make sense. Not now, at least, I don't think. Okay, get those two close together. What is happening? Okay, you're gonna fall off. Nope. Nope. Okay, this is definitely the kind of puzzle where like it has the simultaneous movement feeling. I could probably logic it out in a better way, but could I though? Because it feels quite like a quite complex space. Can you just walk off, please? Okay. Okay. That's good. But then how do we do the other one? Can we bring these close together? I guess, and you? I mean, we can bring them all close together, I guess. But then we're back in that position. Maybe that position's better? Ooh. Yay! I did it. Whew. Scary. Okay, there's another one of these out here. Those kind of stone things with a circle in them seem suspicious, don't they? Still don't know what I'm doing with the overworld blocks. They're there for a reason, of course. Alright, we're going to leave that there. We're definitely not picking up another one. Maybe I want to bring like 2 blocks to here. Maybe that's the idea, is like, just like bring... like fill in that shape with blocks that I find. Although there was only one in the previous world that I found, and there's 2 things. Well, there were 3 things in the previous world. Okay, so I think we're doing this one next. 4 little squids. And that star thing. What does that do? Does that open up the teleport or something? I've kind of forgotten. Maybe it unlocked teleport locations? I think it might have done that. Alright, see you next time, folks, and we'll continue from here. Goodbye.